Alright guys, it's Richard here, and some of you asked to see how I do the Withered Army training scenario, so we're going to record that and show you how it gets done. So as always, when we're starting this, we want to make sure we have the 2,000 mana for the 20 Withered, the most bang for the buck. I apologize already for the audio. One of my fans is dying and there's not really much I can do about it right now. So we'll get through this quick, so you'll have to bear with it for a short period of time. Alright, and we're in. So the first thing to notice is that I have gotten all the chests throughout the instance. So if you look here at my Withered, they've got their damage buff, their health buff. I have 2 Berserkers, all the Mana Ragers. So we're going to get to it.
I will be waiting for you on the other side. Good luck.
Usually I'm super cautious, but with how many Withered we have, we're just going to kind of go all out. These guys, make sure that that cast doesn't go off if you haven't already. It will do quite a bit of damage to your Wither. One trick you can use for the interruptible cast is to outrange your Withered. It will put a ground effect around you when it finishes casting. And I will try and show you that here shortly. So here we go, we'll see if he will cast it. So see, if that's going to go off, you can drop it away from your Withered and no one will get hurt. Alright, so here's the first door. This one, I believe, takes 2 Berserkers to get through. So once you're through it, come down here. There are usually 3 Withered that you can recruit down here. But it's a massive danger trap of these wraiths. And so there should be a chest back there that's, I believe, 10 Withered to send back. So once you have that chest, I would advise avoiding this room for the most part. The 2 Withered you get here aren't necessarily worth the risk of pulling everything in here. You see 1 Withered there. And this one spawned in a group of 3, so we're not even going to bother with him. Also, be very careful not to outrange your Withered. I have done that. When you sprint off, and all of a sudden, they all despawn. Alright, so this is a 10 Withered door. And here is this chick, and behind her, in most cases, will be another chest that you want to get. But once you have that chest, you can come in here, just like the other room, and there are 2 recruitable Withered on the sides. And the other one's over there, and there's a box there, so we're gonna go get that box just because. So if you have to pull this boss, stuns, interrupts, and all are very great. This cast, just make sure that you're away from your Withered when it ends, and no damage. And so, as you see, with 20 withered and all their buffs, these things just die like it's nothing. So, always try and get the chest that you can on the way up. This room, I despise this room because often, although it should be fixed now, your withered will jump, and one will jump down the stairs and get locked in aggro to any number of spiderlings down there. And if you don't kill them, they can bug out. Two Void Lord, or Rast isn't great either. Okay, as far as this room, it's hit or miss whether there's anything good in here. Most times you're just going to want to clear past, go down one side, and then move right on through the scenario. However, downstairs, I believe, I can't know for certain, but there's one of the chests that you will unlock when you get a special one of the ads. I want to say it's the Mana Rager. You'll see an invisible chest down here at the bottom. Alright, now over here, there's a chest that will be up over there, which you need a speed boost to make that jump, because if you miss that jump, as I did many times in the beta, you will become stuck in these rock formations over here, and you cannot get out of them. And that's the end of your scenario. Apparently I have a Withered that's getting lost, which is always great. I don't know who's lost. And now we come to the fun room, where Captain Surprise can appear out of anywhere. Good old Dro. Sometimes there's a Withered you can get up there if you're lacking Withered, so just make sure to take a gander. Alright, and here this is another 10 plus Withered door. So in here... Oh, and I'm gonna lag out, which is gonna be great. Alright, there we go, we're back. So in here, there'll be a chest way back by that spider that you can send back, as well as 2 Withered in there. We're still waiting for our surprise. Another door with 10 withered. Just go in here. Lots of dangerous things, and there will be another chest back there if you want to grab it. But also in here are a few withered that if you skirt around the edges, you don't have to pull many of the dangerous ads. Just for the purposes of expediting this, I'm not going to go get them, but you have one there, one over there. You can just slowly creep around and pick those up. We're still waiting for our surprise. So we've come down here, cleared there. We're coming around here.
Look out!
Oh, there we go. Now, for him, stuns, interrupts, roots are amazing to stop him from going through the withers. See there, my charge root stopped him from doing whatever. And then you just let your withered wreck him. But they're gonna go after something else. Now in this room, if you clear the whole place, you can often find quite a few withered in these webbed victims. And if you're really ambitious, you can climb the spider webs here, and sometimes there are small chests up all around there. But if you get to this room, make sure you have 10 withered, because if you open this door up here, there are guaranteed 3 withered and a chest behind it. Usually a bigger chest, but so as you see, the army is slowly building up. Now, as far as killing everything in the score, as far as everyone knows, getting a score of 425 is the highest amount of loot that you'll get from the box at the end. So anything other than that is just kind of showing off. But feel free to go for it. I would think if you get to this point, once you're through this door, and you're going to kill these, you're going to go down to the next room, where you'll have to fight the spider to open up the next hallway. There's a guaranteed 2 withered in the next hallway. And I'll show you that very shortly. And this room, lots of fun. So, the best bet is to not fight in there if you can avoid it. Just grab them with something ranged and just wait. Spiders continue to spawn, but if you just tank everything right up here, kill it. You should avoid pulling all the little baby spiders. And in this room, I don't remember where, but you'll find a large 10-person withered chest that you can send back. As well as some withered, like this little guy here. Now, something you should not do, that I did my first time and almost ended it, is just get too aggressive, like this. Alright. So see, we killed the spider, and now this door over here is open. So we go through here, there's going to be one withered right there, and there'll be one hiding right up behind these stairs. Now we're to good old Elf Breaker. Now this guy is worse than Drove for your Withered. But if you're careful, and I will try and show you, there's a way to skirt this room without engaging him. So we're going to grab this Withered here. And now that he's padding away, we're going to sneak over here. This might not be possible with this Withered, but we're going to try. We're going to grab this guy from back here. There we go. So now we're up to the never-ending spiders. But if you're running low on Withered and you don't want to engage the Elf Breaker, that's the best way to do it, so that you can try and get to the chest at the end. Now, as for stopping these little spiders, grab some more Withered. Then we've got this big old spider.
Use caution. We don't want our Withered to end up in cocoons.
And that stops all the little spiders. And here we are at the end of the scenario.
Outlander, you made it.
So once you're here, you collect your nice loots, and then breathe a sigh of relief that you've completed it, and you get to do it again in 3 days. So that's how I run through this place. As you see, my score's a little low, so I'm going to go back and get some of the things that I skipped. But if you have any questions, just ask me online, and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a great day, guys.